got worse. So then they opted to have an ambulance come. So they wheeled me on a stretcher off the cruise ship.
Welcome back to The Wonderful Life. We're Tim, Deanna, and Sarah. It's day 4 on Celebrity Reflection. We're docked in beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, and we've got an excursion to a tropical island planned. What could possibly go wrong? Well, let's go.
Morning update. We were docked in Nassau. We're at Cafe Al Baccio. We meet in the theater in about a half hour, maybe less, and go on our excursion to Pearl Island. Another perfect sunny day. It's supposed to be very hot though, and this island doesn't look as advanced as Coco Cay. It's a little more primitive, so we'll see how we do. Try not to melt and get sunburned to death. I've got a Nutella croissant, which is a change for me, and a blueberry muffin.
Thank you. And I've got a banana muffin and a chocolate croissant. There's chocolate in it this time, so that's good.
We had 2 or 3 yesterday that had no chocolate whatsoever, so we're filing a lawsuit against Celebrity Cruises for misrepresenting their Pana chocolates. They were just Pons. But yeah, we meet in the theater in a bit, so we're going to hurry up and eat our breakfast, and we'll catch up probably on our way to Pearl Island. I don't know how far away that is. I think it's a boat to get there. And they let you rent stuff for free, like paddle boards and stuff like that. So I've never done that, so that might be interesting if it's not so hot that it just can't sit under a palm tree and sweat. We shall see. We'll catch up in a bit. All right, we went straight out to the pier. Now we're numbered and wristletted, and we've signed our waiver. Didn't really say what we were signing, but we were signing it. Now we are awaiting the next step, whether we go to a boat or a bus or God knows what. So, and we are on our vessel to go to Pearl Island. It's kind of a flat top boat. We're out in the prow or the front of the boat. Did you take Dramamine? So Sarah will fall asleep on her paddleboard later. And we're on our way. We'll give you a bird's eye view as we pass Atlantis and all of those cool places that the wealthy people have decided to spend their day at. These are the people who are going to come back drained and dehydrated. So we'll flip the camera around for you.
Told me that it wasn't right. I knew it first that time, and even if I was blind, and all those possibilities really knocked me off my...
Okay, lunch is this way at 11 to 2, and then you also have the lockers and stuff if you want to put away stuff. Okay, lockers and stuff.
What's here? Let's head to the beach area and check that out first. Is there an iguana? Oh, what is that? Oh, 2 iguanas playing, or lizards. It's a little lizard action here.
Are you gonna pass or what?
Looks impatient with us. Sorry. Good morning from Pearl Island. We are right between 2 beaches, and all the little activities are taking place there. We've got our snorkels with us if we choose to go see some sea life. And the waves are lapping against the shore very tranquilly. It's very clear water. I could see
The sand looks nice.
sand. It's soft, pebble free. Look at that. You go. Oh, this is something. This is not a bad deal. Out here just bobbing on the waves. We don't have to pay extra for our equipment. I just have to throw the life jacket on and I'm good to go. Nice white sand beach up ahead, the rocks. So for snorkeling over there. Not too busy. There's a couple ships in here. I think there's one of the Carnival ships is already here, and there's an MSC ship came in. I don't know if it's coming here or not. I assume so. But Sarah's getting the paddleboard figured out. I'm kayaking with ease and filming with my spare hand here. So there's little buoys out there that are guiding us as to where we can and can't venture. But yeah, there's plenty of space to get around and take in the sights. Paddling with one hand is not natural, but doing my best. So now that we're in the Bahamas, I can go off of the ship's Wi-Fi and communicate via phone and such without any problems using my cellular data. I think they charge us $10 with Verizon to be here and using their cell service, which is a nice deal. Get in touch with Deanna back home. Get in touch with some of the people from our Ireland cruise. I was in touch with Jake, a nice young couple that we met from Cincinnati via Messenger, and we can try and share some of the footage we got. We didn't always do the same activities. Sometimes even when we did, he shot his with a really advanced camera that was filming in 4K. So that should be very picturesque. It also has kind of a 360, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And, you know, just sitting out on a kayak and talking with someone from another part of the United States that we met in Ireland, of all places. So it's kind of a amazing technological thing here. We're going to continue to enjoy our time out on the water and then go lay out in our beach chairs and get a little sun that way eventually, so that other people can use this. But it looks like there's still plenty of paddleboards and kayaks on shore for other people to use, so there's no rush. It is a perfect day out here. It's nice and warm. The water's warm, the water's clear. Well worth the investment and the excursion. Sarah paddles in so that someone else can have a turn, and I'll follow her, so we'll talk in a bit. Bye-bye. What a view.
Pearl Island was originally developed by local Bahamians in 1993 as Spruce Cay. The island sat idle for 10 years before a complete renovation completed in June of 2016. Pearl Island has 2 white sand beaches, water mats, trampolines, kayaks, paddleboards, and an iconic lighthouse. There are full bathroom facilities, freshwater showers, water stations, beach chairs, shaded decks, and locker rentals for $10 a day. Our excursion included ferry transportation, a traditional Bahamian lunch, and free access to all water equipment.
Lunchtime, we have some chicken and some fried fish. It's like is it jerk chicken or is it just a little barbecue chicken? Rice, vegetables. Sarah's already halfway through hers. I gotta get going. We picked up some cocktails. They were not cheap. A pina colada and a beer, $22. So you have no choice. It's a cash only thing. We did bring water, that's fine, but we want to try to have a little bit of a tropical alcohol moment here. So we'll pay the price and see if we enjoy it. So I'm going to start my lunch and I'll let you know how it is.
The beach was calling our names, so we decided to soak up as much sunshine and warm, clear water before our water ferry back to Nassau and the Reflection. If you enjoy our video, please consider subscribing to our channel. It's absolutely free and it will help our channel grow.
Okay, we've returned to Nassau from our Pearl Island excursion. The wait to get on the boat was a little precarious. There's a number of different ships that had people there. Some were getting off an excursion with the pigs. Some were just the Pearl Island. Carnival Conquest. We had our celebrity ship, another carnival ship there, but some short-tempered folks because they were standing out in the sun. The time they told us to get back was probably a little early, but it's good that we were at the front of the line. We got on the first boat out barely, the last couple people. They did a small tour of the Paradise Island neighborhood where a lot of celebrities live. Oprah and Michael Jordan and
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Chuck Norris for some reason.
And Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp after a divorce settlement and such. So that was, I don't know, we can't verify that stuff, but I guess somebody's got to own those things. Gonna wander around the pier just a little bit before we have to go through security and return to our ship.
The Nassau Cruise Port and its sparkling new terminal building is bright, clean, and colorful. It's dotted with dozens of shops, restaurants, and bars, as well as its 22 by 45 foot LED screen that welcomes cruise ship passengers.
Is it them?
They're on a cart. They're all hopping on a cart. The little girl is jumping for joy. Look at the little girls, can't contain her excitement over the... Look at that doofus. They're being warned that they've cost the cruise line money.
Captain Kirk's like, these people are so stupid.
Well, I hope you'll enjoy our stay here in the beautiful Nassau for a great day indeed. And at this time, as usual, I'll give you a brief overview of my captain's log.
One of the benefits with Celebrity I've found is they provide robes, NCL, unless you're in the Haven or Suite or Spa Suite or something like that. They won't have a robe in the room, but this is just a standard balcony, and there's robes in the closet, which is nice.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How was the cruise? And I know you've been told to leave your luggages outside your cabin, correct? Yeah. Alright. Now, before you do that, please make sure that you have one pair of clothes left outside of your cabin. True story. It has happened. It has happened. I would like to wish you again safe travels home. It was a pleasure having you aboard, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the near future. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Come on, give it up for your captain. Captain Kirk, everybody, let's hear for your captain. All right, that wraps this cruise up. We have
just to wheel our luggage off in the morning and head to the airport. What did we do tonight? Let's see. A lot. We had dinner at Opus, but before that we had cocktails at a couple different bars. We got to see the sailaway, which was interesting because somebody didn't arrive in time. The woman and the child showed up, but the rest of the family wasn't there. They were on the phone. The crew had to go get their passports out of their cabin and have them ready in case they didn't make it back, and then they would hand them the passports so they'd be able to get home by some other means. It got down to the wire, and then they sent a little cart to drive them up faster. They took the whole pier by cart.
They were like 30 minutes late, I think.
Yeah, they held our ship back, so the carnival that was supposed to depart after us wound up going before us. That left just the MSC after we pulled out. A lot of booze for the family that arrived late because it kind of was, gummed everything up for the evening as far as the departure and the crew. We'll make it back to Fort Lauderdale easily enough. It's a short distance, but still it's the principle of the whole thing. Like, they make a joke out of it instead of seeming apologetic, which they were not. We had dinner at Opus again, and we had with the best server so far. I mean, by far, of any cruise I've had. A young gentleman named Mead, of all things, M-E-E-T, and the sommelier is very good. His name is King. And then who is our assistant server? This is a trivia. I've got to look him up. He was very good too. I mean, he was just interesting. His name was Brando, like Marlon Brando. The three of them were our servers. Was it the second night?
Yeah, the second.
When we went to Opus, the service was perfect again. The food was very good. It's almost like a premium dining thing, but it is just a regular free restaurant. Overall, we stopped and saw the show off bits and pieces after dinner. I forget what it was called.
Broken Strings.
What was your review?
It was fine. It was just like a musical review. So they did like a bunch of folky pop songs and kind of made it into a story. It was fine. Not the best.
Yeah, I lost interest a little. We went to
the ABBA sing-along.
Yeah, that was really good. We were at
Trivia.
Trivia did 9 out of 15. Some of those were really hard though. Mm-hmm. Same guy won this time as won last night, so go figure.
And then Silent Disco.
Yeah, and that was interesting because the cast of the boy band Evolution was there amongst all of the passengers, so it was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And seeing what they choose to listen to, it's a little bit different from mainstream in most cases.
Yeah.
And it's getting late. It's like 11, and we want to try and get up early enough to go have breakfast in Opus again. Since we've had dinner there twice, but no breakfast, just for kind of a fancy send-off. So we will pick this up in the morning over breakfast. So thanks for coming along with us today. It was pretty eventful. Well, our cruise ended in a peculiar way. About 3 a.m., I got like severe abdominal pain. Woke Sarah up, taken by a wheelchair down to the little hospital facility on the deck 2, I think, of the Reflection. It was determined that I had a kidney stone, and it's one of those, let's give them IV fluids and pain medication and that sort of thing. That took a while. Got better, then it got worse. So then they opted to have an ambulance come. So they wheeled me on a stretcher off the cruise ship before anybody else disembarked. here in Fort Lauderdale at Port Everglades, and so we went to the Broward County Medical Center, and on the way there, the kidney stone dislodged, and I suddenly felt like no pain at all. Sore throat is all after all the, how do you say it in a pleasant way? But anyway, I got through all that. God knows what the medical bills are. We do have travel insurance for this sort of thing that covers the transport and some of the medical stuff on board. We'll see how that works out. We're here early at the airport because I got released because I didn't really see the point of hanging around anymore. With the pain gone, it's just a matter of the final step of passing the thing. So Sarah was kind of a rude finish for our cruise after all the fun and excitement along the way. And now our plane is delayed out of Chicago, back to Chicago, so won't be getting out of here until, 3:30. So that'll be like 4 or 5 hours sitting at an airport, which is not my favorite activity. So that wraps this up. Not the way we expected. I didn't get to say goodbye to our waiter friend or our room steward. The last person I saw was the doctor in the medical facility, so we are on our way back eventually to Chicago, and then the editing begins, so we will see you later, and it was a pleasure bringing you along with us until the end. Didn't bring you to the hospital with us, but you didn't want to be there anyhow. All right, so bye-bye. Okay, everybody, final update. I promise, well, I shouldn't promise after all that we've been through. Last update was at the airport. We were waiting to fly home to Chicago, and Sarah would catch a plane from there back to Des Moines, where she lives. The flight just kept getting delayed. At a certain point, it went from 2 o'clock until 11:30, something like that, at night. So we switched our flight to an early morning flight, 6 a.m. At that point, we were kind of exhausted from being at the airport so long. We got a hotel room here in Fort Lauderdale with a pool, thinking we'd just relax a bit. We set our alarms for 4, and when we got up, we realized that our flights were canceled and that they gave suggested new flights that would be getting in, like a one-stop suggestion to Charlotte, North Carolina, then back home. Wouldn't be getting home until late, 7 o'clock tonight. So that didn't work, so I canceled mine and booked a direct flight to O'Hare. Sarah canceled hers and she booked a direct flight back, well, not direct, but the one stop in St. Louis back to Des Moines, but hers was leaving in about an hour and a half, so she had to hurry up, get dressed, and get to the airport. So I got dressed and walked her out to her Uber, and off she went. Wasn't expecting to be at the hotel for longer than 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. in this case. So to kind of keep myself entertained, I went out to the pool when it opened. Nobody here at the pool. It's peaceful, and collect my thoughts after the hellacious day between the, waking up early on the cruise ship and going to the doctors in the second level of the ship and being there for a few hours, just feeling horrible, getting on an ambulance and being carted off the ship on an ambulance to a local hospital, and then having the kidney stone that had been nagging me came dislodged, and I just decided I wanted to be released, so we took off. and went to the airport. But back here at the hotel this morning, the kidney stone came out, so at least I know that's exactly what was bothering me. I could make a piece of jewelry with it, but I'm not. Not a pleasant experience. Fingers crossed my flight tonight leaves on time and I don't spend more time than I need to at the airport. But my checkout time today is 11. I've got another half hour here, and then I've got about 4 hours at the airport till my plane leaves, maybe more, almost 5 hours. So now to keep myself entertained in another place. But yeah, this trip, although everything went magically, the cruise was perfect, our flight down was perfect, that last day was a kick in the butt. So this will be my final update, and I will see everybody back in Chicago. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye.
Well, we both got home safely. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Until our next adventure, keep living the wonderful life.